Hey, good morning, Knox Church. Pastor Grant here, and it's March 3rd. I hope you are having a good day and a good week. Maybe you've got a cup of coffee. Maybe it's your third cup of coffee, like this is mine. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about this Sunday and a couple things that we think you should know leading into this Sunday, which is March the 6th. So the first is that if you've been attending or watching, joining us for worship for the last 2 weeks, you'll know that this Sunday coming is our annual general meeting. That sounds like a very proper meeting. There are some things that we need to do. We need to approve the budget for 2022. We need to review financial situation coming out of 2021. And we've got a great presentation that talks us through that for you. More details on that a little later on in the video. But, there are some technical things that we need to do as a congregation, as a worshiping community, and as a church family. And this is a good opportunity to do that. Beyond just those sort of technical pieces that we need to do, we're starting to call these Sundays Vision Sundays. And it's not that we're like setting a brand new vision every single year, but it's just a good chance for us to remind ourselves what the church is called into. And then to talk about it using some specific language about what that might look like this year. So I'm excited for that. I want to invite you to this Sunday, whether you come online or in person, to think about attending the sort of two major movements that we're going to have on Sunday. The first is our worship service, and that's going to happen at 10 a.m. You can join us in person here at the building. You can also join us online on YouTube. And so nothing changes for that service. But inside of the service, there are going to be a few elements that lead us into the annual meeting. I'm going to preach on Nehemiah chapter 8, which is in the series that we've been in. But the flavor of the sermon is really going to kind of lead us into the annual meeting. And I think is going to lay out some exciting things for us in the year ahead. We're also going to include a couple of videos and slideshows. We want you to see people's faces and what some of us have gotten up to over the last year. So we want to invite you to that. Again, whether online on YouTube or in person here in the building. The second part or movement of that morning is the annual meeting portion. And again, we want to invite you to be able to participate in that online and in person. So if you're in person in the building, it's really easy. Maybe you get up and use the washroom or grab like a glass of water or something in between. Go run around outside, get some energy out, and then come back into the sanctuary. Everything is going to happen inside of our sanctuary in the building if you're here in person. If you're online, you're going to need to leave YouTube and join us via Zoom. So if you've been doing that for coffee hour, it's going to be a real sort of normal, easy shift for you. We're going to include the link to the AGM Zoom meeting in the description of our YouTube worship video. So what that means is you can scroll down on the video underneath where you see, the service, and find the link that will take you to Zoom so that you can participate in the meeting. The reason we're doing it on Zoom is so that we can encourage participation. We really, YouTube is a great platform for our worship services. The live chat is fun and it's good to connect, but it's really one way. And, communication goes one way largely. So we want you to be able to ask questions and feel that you are fully participating in this meeting with us. And so Zoom is the best place to do that. The second announcement is the videos that I alluded to just a couple minutes ago. And Blaine Cameron, who is an elder, and Ken Jean, who serves on the finance team, put together two videos for us that are excellent. And the first is a presentation on where we landed coming out of 2021 and how we budgeted or how we thought about planning for 2022. Blaine walks us through some high-level changes that we can expect, some of the major budget items that we're looking forward to in 2022. So that's the video. That's video number one. Video number two is an interview that Blaine and Ken did together. And that just highlights some of our investments, our capital fund, our savings fund, as sometimes it's referred to. And we just thought it would be a good opportunity, and they did a great job with this, of highlighting what it is, why we have it, what it's used for, and even like what's contained within it, which is interesting. So if you want to find those videos, you will have received links to them in the e-notes this week. If you haven't received the e-notes, and if you don't have the links to those videos, we are going to show them on Sunday as part of our annual general meeting. Again, we wanted to get them out, as of recording this on Thursday, so that you have a chance on Friday, Saturday, and maybe even Sunday morning to watch them ahead of the meeting. Then they're also going to live on for the next few weeks and months, and we will kind of call back to them. So if you want to go back and revisit some of them, you'll be able to do that as well. And I just think it's really important to get the information into your hands in a way that makes sense and in a way that you can keep referring back to. So I want to encourage you to check those 2 videos out. The third thing, and I'm going to end here because this video is already too long, but the third thing is an announcement that I'm hopeful you are looking forward to and will get you excited about the spring and moving forward together as a church. And that is that on March 1st, you'll likely know that the government of Ontario changed its regulations about vaccine passport system, so checking vaccine status, as well as internal capacity limits and registration for events and those types of things. So we are going to continue to move in step with what the government is asking of small businesses. And it's one of the things that we've done that we really believe in and shows this support for our community. But we are happy to now tell you that we are no longer going to be checking vaccine statuses when you arrive for worship. We're no longer going to be asking to see a vaccine card. So that means both vaccinated and unvaccinated folks are welcome to come and worship. The second thing is we're no longer going to ask for a pre-registration. That means, we're not going to be using Eventbrite anymore. You don't have to pre-register. You don't have to save your seat to come and worship. Anybody can come. What we are going to do is we are going to take your name down so that if we need to get in touch with you after the fact, we can do that. And we are still asking that you wear a mask and for reasonable social distancing within the building. So just, respect the fact that people come with varying levels of comfort and, accustomed to varying degrees of social gatherings. So we want to make sure that you still feel safe and comfortable in your joining us for worship. And we just think that this is a great thing for us as a church. Looking forward to the next few weeks and months and figuring this out again. But we want to invite you back to in-person worship. No vaccine checks and no pre-registration. So please come. We would love to see you. We would love to have you in person. And that begins for us at Knox this week with our AGM. So March the 6th, that's when these new protocols for us, I guess, will begin. So again, hope that you're having a good day. Thanks if you watched this entire video. Thanks for sticking it out for almost 10 minutes with me. We're praying for you and excited to be worshiping together this Sunday, Vision Sunday, with the AGM to follow.